Matthew, you've talked a lot about execution and consistency with this offense. What allowed you guys to be able to be as precise as you were and play for all 4 quarters?
I think our guys did an amazing job up front when you look at it. In the run game and in the pass game, did a great job of keeping me clean against a really good rush. And then we had some creases in the run game too. So starts with those guys. They did a hell of a job, and when they do that, allows us to go operate, at the receiver spot, at the running back spot, at my spot. So just proud of those guys, the effort they put forward today.
When you're doing things, talked about the fact that you guys were working toward a complete game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like this is the most complete that you've seen this season, or?
Yeah, this season for sure. I think it was both run and pass. A nice job in the red zone. I had to kick one field goal, but really did a nice job the rest of the day down there. So just proud of our guys, proud of the execution, the toughness. They were going to kind of dare us to run it in, early in the first half, and we were able to do it, so it was great.
When you're doing things like throwing no looks on high-low concepts and some of the other throws you're making, what is it about those kinds of matchups that brings out some of your best performances?
I don't know. I was just ready to go today. I thought our team had a great week of practice, ready to compete, ready to go. Just kind of got into a rhythm there, and our guys were doing a nice job of getting open. So I was just trying to give them chances to make some plays.
What was it like trying to go head-to-head with Josh Allen, and you knew you had to keep scoring?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's an unbelievable quarterback, a great competitor. The way he plays the game is different than a lot of guys at our position. So I have a ton of respect and admiration for how he plays, and knew it was going to be a tough task for our team, on the defensive side of the ball. So was happy that, on the offensive side we were doing our part to try and keep us close and keep us in it, and obviously getting the win was huge.
Coach McVay said that you were in full command out there. What's that like when you're pushing the right buttons and making the right checks at the line of scrimmage, and those things are happening for you?
It's fun, It's a lot of hard work goes into that. It doesn't just just happen on a Sunday. A lot of preparation, a lot of work goes into it, and a lot of trust in my teammates. So I trust those guys. The work that they're putting into it to go out there and execute, and it's obviously fun when it starts working for you.
What do you think you have to do to maintain that kind of offensive production? What do you think you guys have to do to keep that on especially with the short turnaround?
Yeah, I think it starts, it's everybody, right? We got to be able to run the football like we ran it today, protect, throw the football, make some plays in the passing game. It's just everybody, doing their job as consistently as you possibly can. Football's not perfect, and you're going to lose physical matchups certain times at certain spots, but for the most part today, guys were on the same page, doing the right thing, and that gives us the best chance to do that.
What stood out about the way in particular that Puka played tonight?
Yeah, that's just kind of who he is. He's a physical player. Made some big plays in the pass game. Obviously, a big, touchdown there late. To help give us the lead. Again, so love the way that he played. Love the way that he prepared. Really, I thought all our guys at the skill spot did a really nice job.
Matthew, how do you quickly turn your preparation to the 49ers? What do you do personally?
Yeah, I won't spend too much time on this one. Try to get on those guys as fast as I can tomorrow. Obviously, it's a division opponent, some familiarity there as far as scheme goes, players go, all that kind of stuff. So you're not learning somebody brand new, but the challenge with those guys is just really well coached outfit, obviously, and really talented defense. A lot of players that can kind of wreck the game if you let them. So just got to go out there, get a good plan together, go out there and execute again.
Yeah, shoot, GOAT energy, honestly. I was telling the other players on the team, like, man, that's unbelievable. And the things he would do, I would turn around and just, like, in awe and shock of what he just did. But, that's Puka. He shows up every single time, makes those type of plays and allows us to keep being, who we are as offense.
The way you won, what does this mean for what you guys are about right now?
I think it just tells us, it alludes to the toughness that we are as a team, in all 3 phases. Even special teams, we got a block today, we was able to score. And so just being able to, continue to keep playing complementary football and, feeding off each other is huge going into the, rest of the season.
Kyren, how would you describe Matthew's preparation?
I haven't seen anything like it, I was talking to somebody earlier this week, like, I'm the type of person who just sits back and observes. I don't really, try to say too much, but just the way he, approaches practice and approaches, the meetings and whatnot, and whatever year he's in, it's different, and, it alludes just to, the greatness that he really is. The things that you see on the field is no surprise to me because, he puts in the work to make those things happen.
1,000 yards for a running back, that's a milestone. How big a deal for you?
Oh, that's huge for me. I step on each and every year when I play football, that's the goal of mine, 1,000 yards, and I feel like if I don't get that, then I don't feel like I was, a good enough running back. And so being able to, get that 1,000 yards is great. And as an offense and the offensive line, it's huge. It's huge.
How important was it for you guys to get off to a fast start today?
Oh, it was important. I feel like every game is important to get off to a fast start, get in the end zone first, and allow them to play off us. And so I think we did that. A great job today. I feel like we put a lot of pressure on them throughout the whole game, and we came out with the win, so that was huge.
Based on your experience playing.
Couple more, guys.
Running inside, what did you see, feel? What were some of the things being said down there?
I think it was just more of those physical runs. We were able to even get out to the edge sometimes as well. That allowed us to, have those 12 and those, stab runs, work. And so I think it was just being able to, as an offense, that was a key. Being able to just be efficient on all outside zone, inside zone, mid zone, whatever it was. And I think we did that well today.
Are you in a must-win? The key to continue to do that offensively, specifically against the 49ers, based on your experience?
I think it's just honing in. Like I said, all week we prepped for the run game. We made sure that we were dialed in and making sure we knew where we had to go, know where the reads are and whatnot. And so I feel like that's going to continue to keep going as we continue to keep going through the season, and it's going to keep being the main focus because the run game sets up everything else for this offense.
And we'll wrap up with Lindsay.
Kyren, when you guys beat the team that's already clinched the AFC East, what does it tell you about who this group is and can be?
It tells us a lot. Like I said, I feel like it tells us our toughness, but it kind of is who we are as a team. It doesn't matter who we play. Myself, I just look at everybody like a faceless opponent. I feel like we just got to go out there each and every Sunday and put on the best brand of football that we know how to play. And, being a team like this, is a huge confidence booster for us. But we knew we were going to come in here and beat them, so we got to continue to keep going like that.
What kind of energy do you get when you see a special teams play work like that?
Yeah, that's huge. Those momentum shifts. That's a huge deal. I'm trying to think even the last time. The last time we had a punt block, scoop and score might have been Jacksonville in 2017. If I can, that's the last one I remember at least. Those are huge plays.
What allowed you to be so efficient today, especially on third downs in the red zone?
I gotta go back and watch it. I think it seemed like we stayed ahead of the sticks, so we didn't have too many, third and 10s or anything like that. There were a couple there we had kind of down the stretch. Puka was able to, draw a penalty, give us a conversion. I think just staying ahead of the sticks goes a long way in that, and then just, execution-wise, we were able to execute. And we've believed in what we've seen and done what we've shown it. Today we did it consistently.
From one receiver to another, what did you think of Puka in the day that he had?
Yeah, it was a decent day. It was a decent day for Puka. So yeah, he did a good job, made some really, really good plays for us. Some tough contested catches. That's Puka being Puka.
Does it feel like how would you describe Matthew's preparation?
Matthew's preparation?
How would you describe it?
Elite.
What is it like knowing that preparation and seeing how it kind of came into fruition on the field out there today?
Yeah, he's just consistent, and that's just what it is. He consistently goes about his business. You get on the field, you're going to get, a guy that knows what the defense are giving him. And every week it seems like, teams do things one way, and they're going to flip it against Matthew and do it a different way. And, he just has some knack for being able to see it and say, no, I know what you're trying to do here, and being able to get ahead of it. And it's really special having someone like that that's able to communicate it before a snap and get guys in the right positions. And it goes a long way.
I'm sorry. You've talked extensively about trusting this process. To get a win like this, what does it mean in a short week? What specifically in the process?
Yeah, I think you take this thing one game at a time, and regardless of whether we won or lost today, the process you gotta be able to move forward and hey, okay, if we can't change anything about what happened, you gotta move forward. So whether it was a win or loss, obviously you love being able to move into this thing with that momentum and having shown that we can do this thing consistently, and that's the standard. That's the standard that we have for ourselves, and it's been the standard. And now we've seen it on tape, and being able to, over the next 4 days, be able to put a plan together to be able to go out and do it again.
Because you're where you're at in the standings, though, is it must win in this room right now, especially with the quick turnaround?
I couldn't even tell you where we are in the standings. That's honestly, we just don't even think about it that way. It's just, it's 1 week at a time.
if we can handle our business, we know we give ourselves the best shot. So that's been my attitude at least, and I think that's kind of been how we've approached things.
How difficult is it to repeat that kind of performance against the 49ers, and based on your experience playing?
Yeah, it's a real good football team. Obviously, we've seen them. A lot of those guys were there, similar scheme. They've seen us. We've seen what they do, and it seems like it's always a great battle. A lot of respect for the guys over there, the guys they have playing, the coaches they have, and it's always fun. It's always fun, and looking forward to being able to get out there and play against them.
Cooper, how have you seen Puka grow in terms of his contested catchability and just going up and high pointing the ball?
He's always had that. I mean, that's just something that I think we saw that kind of from day one, and you don't anticipate it. Like he loves basketball. He's a hooper at heart, and it shows. Like when you see him, like jump off 2 feet, and he can elevate. As much as it pains me to say, like he can jump. So he's got that. That's kind of been a thing that he's shown over and over again. And opportunities now, like you get opportunities to show it, you're going to see it.
Cooper, the toe drag swag and those catches on the sideline, how much is that is practice and how much is that just innate ability?
Yeah, I think there's obviously a little bit of having a sense of where you are on the field, but that's something Coach Yarbs, we work that all the time. And great job by Puka, making the refs make a call, eyes to the football and just trusting that your feet are going to do the work.
How great a win for the team against that team, too?
Fantastic. Being able to feel like, man, this is what it feels like when the Rams are moving on all, and connecting on all cylinders, but also still moments where we know we can execute a little bit better to make this game a blowout and feel like we can separate ourselves from good teams in the second half and being able to play as well as we can.
What's allowing you to become more efficient?
Sorry, what was that?
What's allowing you to become more efficient at this point, do you think?
I think, being able to set our pads in the front line with those guys up front these last couple games and feeling like that was the emphasis. Physicality as a whole team, and those guys up front have definitely taken that to heart.
It looks like you got checked out on the sideline. Is your foot or your ankle bothering you?
Yeah, just running into some big guys during the football game and being able to make sure I check in with my body and then come back out and ready to hit somebody again.
You expect to play on Thursday?
100%.
So how does it feel to be the target machine right now?
Shoot, I just feel like I just try to make the plays when it's called my way. Number 9 does a great job of orchestrating our offense and being able to understand where everybody's at, and then also put the ball in the place that it needs to be for us to make plays. So I'm grateful for that guy, and I'm grateful for all of our guys being able to contribute in this win, and it feels great when you get in the end zone, for sure.
What's going through your head as you get that audible there into the bubble screen, and then what did you think of Cooper's block on that play?
Man, I was really excited because we didn't get a chance. Normally there's some type of communication. That guy number 10 is aware as anybody out there on the football field, but we canned to that play, and I was like, man, just full trust in those and Cooper, and especially Big Rob that was the second guy to get out there. So I'm being like, man, 2 guys that I feel like I've grown a good relationship with, and 2 guys that I trust out there on the football field, and they got their job done.
The running backs wearing cleats for a very unique cause.
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you for not just you and the running backs to have a win like that on a day like that?
To be able to support Coach G and the ACTS ALS Foundation was a huge honor. I was able to meet, I believe Steve is his name, and so I was able to meet him. He's with my agency as well. So a great cause, and then also my uncle is battling ALS right now. So something that was close to home for me, and I was glad that I was able to support them.
Puka, why were you guys so efficient on third down today?
That's our money down. I think as wide receivers, that's the down. I feel like, man, when you sacrifice first and second down and we don't get the first down, that's the opportunity that you're waiting for. You go there and set your pads right, be able to make sure that when we run the ball in those early downs that we're moving, and then third down becomes your opportunity, and you get a big smile on your face like, hey, we're throwing the ball, everybody knows we're throwing the ball, and you just go out there and make that play.
How would you describe your day for a receiver, rushing score, catching score? The whole 12 catches, a lot of yards, just everything, man. A lot of receivers don't have days like that.
Shoot, I feel like I'm blessed. I feel like I say it all the time, but those guys around me have played a vital part in my success. I think of number 9 and the ability to put the ball anywhere on the football field, and then those guys up front. There's the mentality that they've taken on these last couple of weeks, and something that our offense and our team thrives off. When those big guys are moving up front, and you see K-Dot doing a little choo-choo train, or he's out there hitting a jump shot, something like that, man, it feels great to go out there and run the ball again.
Puka, Sean called you in his post-game press conference. He called you an igniter, and he said that's the highest compliment he can give a player. What does that word mean to you, and how did you feel that today?
Shoot, thanks, Coach McVay. Shoot, I feel like I got to give all the credit to the guys around me. It continues to be an all-11 effort in everything that we do in this offense, and I know that there's still parts in my game that I can improve on, especially in the run game. I feel like there are a couple plays out there where I know, man, if I go get that safety, where Kyren's sprinting off. So I'm super excited and I'm blessed, and we got another job to come up on Thursday.
What does it mean to you to have so much trust from Matthew on those third downs, especially like just throwing you jump balls all the time?
Shoot, yeah, I guess I absolutely believe and trust with that ball coming out of number 9's hands with every inch of my body. So when I see the track and it spins so right, I'm like, I know exactly where this ball is going to be on that one we had on the sideline a little bit earlier in the game. Man, I set my angle, and I don't know what's ever going on in the backfield, but he came to the sideline and was like, man, I got guys all in my face. I'm like, well, you put it in the right spot, dude. I'm like, I don't care if you're throwing it blind or he's got all eyes on me. He's never missing.
Is there a must-win attitude in this room right now, considering where you are in the season and quick turnaround game here too?
I guess, yeah, it's every Sunday. Whoever we get a chance to go play, and I'm never looking too far ahead. And I just barely recently learned that we're in the NFC West, so whatever. I'm not really sure what's going on over there, but I'm showing up on Sundays if wherever we got to play.
What about Thursdays?
Thursdays too. I'll see Big Win. I'm looking forward to that.
Playing the Niners is always a good matchup. What are you excited about that?
Yeah, shoot, it's somebody that is getting a chance to play the Rams. I think that's how I look at it, and I feel like we're going to game plan for them. We're going to be ready, and then we're going to play a physical brand of football that we continue to play.